Oh, fair, yeah, fair. And be careful, Pi. It is you and two other, that was caught. You, Pi, you passed, but later on in life, I saw your royalties go there and they talk to the mom. That is fine, yeah, that's fine. And during the fights, their mom, there's areas of the jail, yeah, let the mom hide there. Don't engage, or yeah, don't engage the African moms. Let them, breed more infinity. Later on, Pi, when they're done, is like this, Pi. Later on, you figure, Pi, the way they store their eggs, yeah, there's infinity. But later on, you knew, Pi, graphic, because when hers out of eggs, hers the only one white. Pi, yeah, that's true. Yeah, the others are fully Egyptian, and for some odd reason, yeah, their eggs not deplete. Yeah, not deplete. That's true. Very graphic. It was 2 hours of you realizing that you're not saying anything. Yeah, you're not saying anything. And Pais said it was graphic. The most graphic scene is he shouted, "Where's the sun?" And nobody said, yeah, nobody said anything. And be careful, Pai. Because she told the Egyptian up like about I told the like like what shot to yo talk it your tone don't see yo talk your tone beat talk yeah talk yeah. Don't know your couple the Egyptian, yeah, those are Egyptian. When he flies towards you, if the collision mode, he cuts you 70 times, yeah, then he flies towards you again. In collision mode, if you outmaneuver him, you counter cut him, Pi, he feels it and he flies off. Yeah, he flies off. That's true. Yeah, that's Egypt. I knew it. Every time you outmaneuver them, Pi, you are lying to white gods, Pi, because yeah, they're not wealthy enough to fight that way every day. That's true. And right there, they have to heal. Yeah, they have to heal. You want to know what graphic is? Pi, the knife swinging so hard. Two of them are damaged, and they were only flying at your speed. Pi, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's fine. And then he finished them off normal. Yeah, that's normal. They gained the dex, Pi. Yeah, that saved you in the next area of the room. But 2 hours of you injecting the knife protected you. Yeah, that's true. During that mode, Pi, you look graphic, Pi. You tried that one time to see if it would stand. Your cellular nucleus would stand, Pi. But right there, when it came out, it was not hard enough, and it was all fluid. Like I said, fuck it, yep, science mode, yeah, science mode. You cloned it to science mode, and then hard enough, but only enough to get home, get back, yeah, get back to the saucer. Yeah, that's true, because Pi knew it. Right there, the fucking monster that chased you was in fact one of those Egyptians. Right there, you came back to to that room, and the door opens up, and you're flying past it. Your knights are there, bots are there, flying around, launching back and forth. And then Paisa, you saw what happened. 4 hours, yeah, you left immediately. Astro, yeah. Because in science mode, you cannot bend air molecules and become faster. You're pickled. Your dex is sealed but pickled. You're not downgrade. You're not go slow, but you're stuck at that top speed for a few hours. Yeah, a few hours. Yeah, permanent speed for a few hours. And then Paisa in pretty much a few years. Astro, yeah, that's true. Until you heal and reset in Pi, it took you 4 years to reset. But that saved your life. Yeah, that saved your life 100%. And then you notice, saved your life index by immediately 100%. You know why Pi did it? Because Pi noticed the King Cobra mode Pi is infinity because you microchip your esophagus. But 2 hours, you clone your elixir and your metal match. But when you bend from your healthy God rate Pi, took you 3 days. Yeah, 3 days, 100%. And then as you match, but you hate yourself Pi because you know it. They're lying to you. Yeah, they're lying to you. 4 fucking hours of you screaming you match. And then you kept tapping your skin. Yeah, you have microscopic cutting things. Yeah, you cut and see if you're healing fast enough. Boom. When you cut your left arm Pi, it was not healing at all. You scream. Yeah, you scream. Immediately, I was fucking. I went back down and injected the funny DNA. Yeah, funny DNA. Pi, you shouted and you injected the funny DNA, and then you're out for about 4 more years. Pi, about 3, at 3. Yeah, because your spinal cord DNA is supposed to, react, react, boom, heal automatically. And you wasn't healing at that speed, and so Pi went back to inject the funny DNA. The funny DNA allows you to heal at your new speed that's been conducted through your nervous system. Boom, all your nervous system match. But right there, you scream, you scream. Because they lie, Pi. 2 hours you was beat up like a real Persian god. And then he says, you're a liar. Of course you can heal like me. And Pi was beat up and Pi endured. That was not so terrifying. Yeah, that was not so terrifying. Because Pi theft from African war gods. Yeah, African men god. That's true. And 3 hours later, by you theft from the mail. 3 hours later, they knew it. You can endure.
Yeah, you can endure.
Yeah. But you didn't want to tell them you're crippled still.
Yeah, you have to re-inject now. Turbo once, and then inject, downgrade the science one, fly out of there, and then inject the healing gene.
Yep, normal.
To revitalize your nervous system.
Yep, the healing gene. Yep, that's true. The healing ability. Pi, you did it, but after in a new rate, you'll see. Nanos carry on.
Yeah, naturally, 100% do. Pies it was 3 hours. Your science won't save you.
Yep,
that's 100% all. That's norms.
Best graphics see 4 days of healing science, and you cute. All that's left was 2 areas of your spinal cord.
A plus pie, all good.
And Pi, you should drink.
Yeah, drink pie. And it is graphic.
It is graphic. Pi, you said the best thing is that we got your nervous system heal rate to go up to your King Cobra mode.
Yeah, always has to.
Every time you do that, you don't lose Dex, Pi, but more and more of your skin DNA, you have the layers, the funny layer in the cell is working more and more normal. Yeah, normal. Infinity Pi, we injected that gene hard.
Pi have infinity has to.
That has a funny gene in it. Infinity of those.
Yeah, 100% do. Pi, when you demorph and you did that, you're good for 4 million years, but always do so. Yeah, 100% do too.
Pi, use it. The funny thing is, yeah, you're not quite full God yet, so that's why those areas are melting. But new layers are forming. You have the funny gene, you have infinity. Later on, yeah, that saved your life, Pi. You only fought for 2 million years, and you only fought, and then right there, yep, you did a few months of that.
Yeah, 100% do. Pi. My recommendation, about 3 days of that before you fight, Pi.
Yeah, 100% do. It was 9 hours of you screaming your left arm pace, and then your alloy and your elixir pass.
I have technologies pass 100% do.
And then you hugged yourself for being Hmong.
Yeah, 100% do.
Thank goodness Dragon done it right.
Yeah, before Hmong became human guys.
That's true. Later on in life, Pi, it was horrifying. Chinese lie. You saw chunks of your Chinese friend, yep, all mutated and stuff, and then you hug him.
Yeah, 100% do.
You let him heal.
Pi bottom of the earth, let him heal. Inject funny DNA.
His arms are back, his legs are missing.
That's fine, normal, that's normal.
And then he hugged you, he said, Pi, we can't believe it. The fucking shit thinks he can beat you, he's a nut.
Yeah, he's a nut,
that's true. 3 hours later, Pi, China left immediately, and that dude isn't alive.
Yeah, he's not alive.
Because he not like you, he committed suicide.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he knew it, you knew all his metal combinations.
That's true.
It was there, he thought he was going to get a new Dex, Pi, you simply heal.
Yeah, you heal.
And it was there, Pi. Yeah, you told him the truth. The new Dex, impossible. You need to bend.
Yeah, you need to bend.
And it was 2 hours, Pi. You said your nice caught on, Pi. It was nice, Pi. Liars are you and him, Pi. They wrote you toward the only immune. And later on in life, Pi, the Hawks caught on that you was the King Cobra.
That's true.
And Pi, you said, you know what happened? 2 liars were murdered right there in Burma, and then you gained, and then 2 little fakes came out and you got them all.
Yeah, Pi and both, yes, we do.
And then Pi said, don't lie, fucking fake it. If I got the pollution plot, it doesn't
I hadn't died to
I didn't like one. Who called on us at the end of this, I was like, yeah, I didn't like one. Someone like one. Yeah, it's all right, told Pi, you want to.
Yeah, Pi, you want to go.
Listen, they will Pi said, one, someone like one. All need to want to. Pain it, you want to, but no, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I need Pama.
I'm not going to say, but no, people like that, what they get for the job, 10 years. Pi, and my yo, what they job. ผมชิมซุปปี้ผ่านก็ตัวตามในตัวตัวเองสตาร์ก็แล้วชิมตัวก็ตัวชาผ่านก็นะออสเซกันเลยเต้ก็ตัวนั้น
Oh, yeah, what that tall.
ดูนี้เดี๋ยวบอกว่าได้หาได้สิ่งที่เราไม่จำเป็นอีสมองนะไปเสร็จใช้ไม่ใช่ตัวชิมตัวนั้น
I had normal, nice to work, yeah.
ได้เดี๋ยวตัวมีข้าวชิมตัวชิมตัวเดียวเดี๋ยวบอกถึงได้ไม่มีตัวไปก็จะดูเสียเลยเอาคุณมาช่วยก็ได้ปีก็รู้จักปากเกี่ยวไม่เนาะมีทุกฝ่ายก็เชื่อไปเพก็ตัวก็ต้องข่าวไปอยู่ก็ได้นะตัวแต่ชาพาดูก็
Yeah, 7,000, their fastest Asian Empire laugh, 14 seconds, about
3 seconds. And then Pi laughed, Pi rolled too slow, and then right there, 2 of them are actually, not full of it, but Pi rolled still too slow.
Yeah, too slow.
He says, those can kill white guys.
Yeah, those all the tiny red star fucking shit. Yeah, those 2 trillion times around the planet per second. Yo, good.
Near 4 billion.
Yeah, 4 billion.
So yeah, 4 billion.
I wrote, yeah, they can kill white guys who are 20 million times around the planet per second. Yeah, but me a bit higher.
Yeah, me a bit faster.
Yeah, that's true.
The liars are lying, Pi. You did it. He says, we have never met a true King Cobra that has done that. Itu lâu nó đã có giờ Pi. Không có tuần nữa nè. Nếu dạng nhà nè, sáng bộ còn được có chỉ chân được chỉ có nhớ tin chân chưa. Tiếp lại cái tụi bảo what
Oh yeah, normal 100%.
có thể bảo tiền là tụi ô tô là nó chỉ tôi chỉ những này
Yeah, boy, you need
tiêu here. Thế vì tụi Pi thông tới có thể bảo tiền là như tới khi nhớ sẽ
Yeah,
thế vì tụi thông lấy giá chỉ chân là cho ngay chỉ sĩ
So, yeah.
Pi tụi working Cobra Pi giờ tụi có working Cobra đó có thể bảo science là chỉ có đó là có thể bảo cái chân ngay chỉ sĩ
So, yeah, cái đó nó sai cái chân đi tay phải, cái món lại đầu lúc lâu chứ bảo sĩ做定咗，去整咗。
去整做到。
把这个对的 science 把它考了，对พันจะกลัวชาเชื่อตลอด对ที่เป็นผ่านก็ผ่านหลายนะ对是做定咗
嘢，那就知道是有人有愛上悲上
也好想悲傷那種
邊嘢，個應道理相信
，yeah I waited 7 years
yeah before I did that and it works. Afterwards it heals right, but 2 hours you're screaming because you knew it, Pi. Your fucking brain is safe, but you knew it. Hurts like how you was human.
Yeah, hers like how you was human.
And that's when you knew it. Your skin elixir to muffle it isn't there anymore. And then you feel the full blow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. And later on in life, Persia, and you were the only one fair. Yeah, that's true. Don't try it there. Thủ sĩ lại nó mà phải, nó mới cái giống cái lại nó thủ số thân đó, nó lại những cái chuyện normal là phải, cái giống cái quan lưu những sĩ dành đấy những chuyện normal. Đó cái giống cái dễ tí tại nó lại là ô trong đi tới đây luôn.
Yeah, đó nó
Normal giờ normal nữa. Tiếp là cái cứ kia sĩ做到nó chỉ chân là chân chấp lại chân chấp rồi, chân bộ số đó nó chỉ normal đó tí. And it took you 4 days to get used to it.
Yeah, 100%. Right there, Pie, and not squeamish, but you barely made it out of the room, Pie. I saw 2 Persians cut you open and you heal, but when you're out of there, you not want to talk speed, Pie.
That's true. 後來個殺數啲嘢，你排個啲做慶祝，都是覺得個老師上到個對個嘢，你都排個慶祝殺數啦，可以冇個嚟殺數。
So yeah, he goes a few chunks out of Pie. Pie healed fast enough, but yeah, hurts a lot. Pie was there by the corner over there. He had the ground for a few minutes.
Yeah, a few days, but yeah. You were actually there healing on Pi. He didn't there outside of the room, but 2 hours of you healing you off.
Pie, yeah, 100%.
It was near 4.
Yeah, 4 days healing.
Yeah, 4 days healing.
Yeah, Pie nhon the shut up and udo hot there. Yeah, then go blossom of plum boho my dog there. Not like told the what's up to the which and then tell the shit or no get what you're not. Yeah, you're good. So try to go for Pie. You didn't tell the you see as all the shit. Yeah, talk home the mother that she told you, she told you. Sân đội được giống này là chuyện bôi đây cái này là plong nó cái nhập vào kia
nhập vào kia phải có thành rồi đủ mà in do đây là trong trai. It was 4 minutes of you fighting and let's show the what they phải có chỉ tua giờ thời rồi là bỏ tiền tới đây ya hành lý là ya mọi tránh. Later on in life, Pi, có the DNA, the funny DNA, you're supposed to heal faster and faster, and later on it catches on.
Yeah, it catches on, Pi.
Later on, you figure you're healing like that, Pi, in the beginning, about 48 minutes faster.
Always infinity normally, isn't it?
Right there, you smile.
Pi, yeah, you smile, works so good.
Hurts a lot because you hate your fucking spinal cord DNA. Because right when you're healing, you see your throat metal piece burst, and then you have to re-inject metal.
Yeah, 100% with it.
Tư tàn có chân nó không chấp hành tư tàn cái cái gắn trời rồi tê được gắn nhau được mà phải. That's the issue they can't
do. Yeah, for you about 7 days altering DNA and then works back up normal, 100% normal as video. Life of a poor war god real.
Oh yeah, you need to print reprintable materials. Yeah, y'all could. The metal piece Pi, when we print it works, but 9 hours you screaming because you knew it. Your son not believe that you is my dad because your metal piece is different. And Pi laugh, and then Pi flick them off, and Pi punch. Oh, you is my dad. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I knew it. Pi is the only one that do that. Basil one, no dad is you. And then 3 days normal.
Yeah, normal.
You know what he said to you, Pi? I am scared of you. Because liars are you. Chinese wrote, how the fuck can you fight 5 of those monsters? You murdered 28 of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, oh good.
And Pai, you said, it was you in the green swords. Yeah, you won, Pai, but be careful, Pai. I saw 3 hours, and then you saw how he fought.
Pai, yeah, 100% sudah biar good.
And me too, Pai. Persia, da, có rõ me too. Con này có tua ta all you need see the có đi kia ya. Con này có đi kia cho me a Hebrew ya, but oh yeah, got you ya. Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Afterwards, yeah, they grew up in that area. Nice.
Yeah, nice. But right afterwards, probably we left the space country. Hogs went in there, kept getting murdered. That's why.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hogs are too slow.
Yeah, that's fine. And later on, when you visit there, you said, how is the area? Yeah, Pai shouted, master and controller, yeah, master of the area and perimeter. Enjoy your place to live and dwell for now.
Yeah, that's true.
Until we get back to get your real space station and a space building. He's happy, Pai. But later on, he knew it
Actually, I have factual.
He is happy right there, Pai. They're happy, but 9 hours they went to loot the next room.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I can't say anything.
Yeah, I can't say anything because they're war gods. I'm gonna sit there and get swung at again. No, I'm out of there.
Yeah, Pai's out of there.
4 hours, he talking to royalties. They knew it. Don't sit in there. Some regular humans go talk to them, and it was graphic, Pai. Yeah, way fragile. Those are ancient Hebrew types. And Pai's when you're out of there, they're lying to you, Pai. Right there, when you talk to them, they even knew Ireland.
Yeah, they knew Ireland.
Yeah, they knew Ireland, and you knew it. They were even there invading Ireland, and that's why Pai. But they're broke. Yeah, they're broke. And later on, Pai, when you're there, they're lying to you, Pai. Yeah, biggest fight scene. You caught your own Israel in there. You punched him, and Pai, well, what's the big idea? And then Pai pointed, go back home, y'all go. And fill me in, what would you learn? And then right there, he nodded. Yeah, he nodded. 2 hours later, you know, because in there, Pai has to behave differently. Those are very fragile treaties, but yeah, it works. But very graphic, yeah, agreements, yeah, and it's very graphic, yeah, because those are powerful white nations of gods. They carry swords too, and the swords glow green.
Yeah, they green.
Yeah, they glow green like you, so he didn't kill you.
Yeah, he didn't kill you.
But later on, you knew it. Those are Hebrew now. Well, what? Those used to be Palestinian.
Yeah, those used to be Palestinian.
That's true. And Pai said when you went in there, the green swords are there. He would not let you go to the red sword zone because they'll kill you.
Yeah, they'll kill you, Pai.
Yeah, that's true. Later on, when your white war god families arrive, you bought him. He has a red sword. They turn it on, and then boom, yeah, he went to see them, but he is lying to you.
Yeah, they're lying to you.
Yeah, they're lying to you because he knows them, and then right there, Pai, when you went in there with the bot in the night, yeah, best graphics scene the night ended 20 trillion. Truth will be told, Pai, near 4 dies per second.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Because they parry so fast.
Yeah, they parry.
They fly around you too and cut back. That's true. And your dex is not the correct underwater god. Yeah,
that's true.
Because you need to hit hyper mode. Hyper mode is only when you're gazillion times faster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, in 3 hours, Pai.
They have no hyper mode. Yeah, they have no hyper mode. So same dex.
Yeah, similar dex. Nothing new. Yeah, nothing new. Accurate.
Yep. And Pai, you said 9 hours of you doing that, you figure, yep, your new heal rate is good, new areas here, yep, skin is good, nervous system is good. Lots of lying, Pai, because I saw 2 areas.